So Tab, what is the ideal of introducing yourself in Navajo?
That's pretty interesting to ask because we're actually on that subject. Our lesson for the past month has been on kinship terms, and our daily objective is posted up there. And each day they say so they're basically saying that I will speak my language and I will greet my relatives. And the way we did this was by getting everybody's clans, and then the students went through these different steps 1 through 8 on finding who their relatives are. And that way they understand kinship and they understand the importance of what clans are to Navajo people when it comes to especially relationships. So it is important because when you come across an elder, the first thing they'll ask is, what are your clans? And if you're there quick to reply to them, they'll be pretty stoked about it. So it's really important to learn your clans. And from there, not even a few seconds later, they'll already establish that kinship between yourself and then that elder that asked. For Thanksgiving was on kinship. So after the students identified who their relatives were in that class period, they put their relative's name and then their government name, I always say. And the relatives, the feathers depends on how many relatives they were able to identify. So some of them only have 6. This one has, 3, 6, 9, 10 up here.
Into your culture.
So what made me really get into my culture is because I was mostly raised by my grandma and grandpa most of my life, and then so I grew into it, but then I kind of learned on my own, but then I needed help at some point, so they would probably help me, or I would ask them, or my mom, because my mom, she when she was younger, she had grandma or her grandma and her grandpa, and then she would tell me stories and other things about the Diné culture. And mostly my grandma and my grandpa, which made me feel poor as a Diné person, and that's how we are surface person, the 5 finger games.
What are some jokes you know?
Some jokes would be probably Diné, they had said, or maybe not true, but someone has said it. Someone would be it went down there, Jeanette. And then, and people, when they say their stories in Navajo, they would say Jeanette, and they would make it more funny. And then another Navajo joke would be probably Nishi, that's what she said, or almost like it. But I try to not use it that much because with my culture and not saying Nishi, our elders did not say Nishi to jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Tristan. That includes our interview.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Oh, yes, it was a pleasure. The pleasure's all mine.